Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of July 2014 General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month starts off with an energy that actually kicks in at the very end of last month. So you're carrying this energy into this month. And this has to do with the new moon that took place in a part of the sky that has to do with vision. Now, this particular new moon is speaking or was speaking with your modern ruling planet Pluto. And this suggests to me an element of you being really committed and really passionate about what it is that you are meant to share, or you believe that you are meant to share. And this really comes down to beliefs, it's values, it's a shifting of sorts that is taking place, and a deeper commitment to actually put yourself out there. And chances are life is going to present you with opportunities to do just that. If in any way you do something that does involve being out there, so to say, chances are you're going to get more opportunities to do just that. So this could be publicity, this could be media exposure, this could be you deciding that you want to really be known or have something to say on a bigger stage than you have said it before. But it does look like there's a lot of determination, certainly in the air. There's a lot of belief and a lot of hope that you can make amazing things happen if you just share. And absolutely you can. And you can also be very deeply changed in the process as well, be made better and helped to clarify your own beliefs as they are now, as opposed to what they might have been before. And I do think that some Scorpios out there are going to find themselves actually quite surprised to realize that where they are right now, what they believe about life and themselves today is actually very different than they thought they did, and that they actually did not that long ago. So there is set to be some sort of shift to your belief systems, some sort of shift to your understanding of what ultimately it is that you are meant to give to the world in a bigger way. What we also have happening this month, which I think really is an interesting contrast of sorts with this energy. So we've got this energy of vision. It's saying, you know, be inspired, be determined, believe, have faith, and be committed to that and speak your truth. So we've got this energy that you're coming into the month with. But what we also have happening this month, in the middle of the month, is so key for you. And it is Saturn, after months of being retrograde, standing still in the sky and then beginning to go direct. I do think that this is going to represent a very important moment for a lot of people out there of your sign. This is really getting a clear understanding of what the reality of where you are is and what you are now ready to implement to improve your reality. Now, I did speak of, and I do have Saturn specials, of course. I put those out as Saturn prepares to move into new signs. And so you may want to watch your particular Saturn special again, because Saturn is in your sign. You are getting some very important lessons thanks to Saturn. And you're sort of getting ready to kick off the final phase of Saturn, about the final year or so of Saturn moving through your sign. And so this would be a good time to rewatch that video, because there is an element there of you coming to a deeper understanding as to a deeper appreciation of our incarnation. Saturn ultimately asks us to not only honor the incarnation, but to understand that we've been incarnated for a reason, and that this Earth school, as it's been called, has some specific rules, certainly has some specific lessons, certainly. But more than that, it is something to say that you want to do something. It's something to believe that you can do something. It's another thing to actually do it, and to actually, as a result of that effort, manifest something that you can be proud of. And this is going to be a key moment as part of that process for you. And I do see you sort of having this talk with yourself, this sit down moment when you say to yourself, okay, you know what? I'm ready to switch gears here a little bit. I'm ready to understand, and I'm ready to actually be that which I understand much more now. And there is a shift in values as part of this as well. I do think that for a lot of you out there, there is going to be a deeper understanding of where it is maybe in at least one area of life, I gotta say, because Uranus is going to station retrograde right around the same time, mid-month. I do think that there is going to be an element here, and also I'm incorporating the fact that there is a full moon taking place in a part of the sky that has to do with communications and conversations. And this particular full moon is setting off, or is speaking to the sky in a way that is highlighting the cardinal cross that I've been speaking about in the weekly horoscopes, especially over the course of the spring. I spoke about this configuration quite a bit. So you put all that together, and this really is, I do think a lot of Scorpios are going to be sitting down with themselves and saying, okay, you are very rebellious. Why? Why are you being rebellious there? Where is it that you're getting caught up in false forms of rebellion? But understand that ultimately it is what you do, and it is by understanding much more deeply what it is that you most want and dedicating yourself to that self-respect is really won. And so I do think that there may be some of you who might have gotten caught up in a situation that was more about the show, really. That was more about you saying or putting on a presentation about how liberated you are, or maybe how free you are, how independent you are. But ultimately, as I like to say, really it is following your heart that is the greatest act of rebellion, because so few people do it. Although I'm of the belief that so many more people do it now than ever before, actually do follow their heart. And so when you do that and you're living true to yourself in that space, you don't need to get so caught up in false forms of rebellion to express your individuality, because you know that you're already connected to your individuality. I think that's going to be part of the lesson that comes through, and it's likely to be triggered through a conversation that you have with another person. And so welcome all the people who cross your path, all the different people who want to present themselves to you. There's going to be a lot of busyness, if you will, especially around the middle of the month, but it's all leading you somewhere really good. It's leading you to an understanding that the inspiration, the visions, the beliefs that you have as the month starts, the opportunities that I think a lot of people are going to experience as the month starts as well, is there. And yet, there's also at the same time a deeper understanding that life really can move you in a direction where you can actually achieve something that not only you're proud of, but you know that it isn't necessarily about selling out by saying to yourself, you know what, I'd like to experience a measure of success in this area, defining what that success is going to be for yourself, and then actually putting that into practice. And I definitely think it's not selling out to say that you are going to prioritize your happiness and not put it in the hands of any other person. You do that, you really take ownership for the happiness you wish to experience, and you are going to find the sky helps you tremendously to move in just the right direction. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.